Hello, everybody. My name is Javier Garza, and welcome to the Texas Adult Summer Reading Program for 2020, sponsored by the Dustin Michael Sekula Memorial Library. Now, this next story that I am going to share with you all today is from a book called Kid Cyclone Fights the Devil and Other Stories. And the story I've chosen from that book that I wrote is called Llorona 911. And it goes something like this. Bloody Mary! Bloody Mary! Juliet pauses for a moment before saying the infamous name a third and final time. Bloody Mary. She then turns to look at her friends, Christina and Janie. Okay, I said her name 3 times, and I'm standing in front of a mirror. Now what? Now you have to turn off the lights and count to 3, says Christina. Don't do it, screams Janie. I'm scared. Juliet reaches for the light switch and click, turns off the lights and then begins to count. 1, 2, if the legends are real, if the stories that they tell are true, the minute she turns those lights back on, she will be confronted by the ghost of Bloody Mary of the racer-like claws. 3, Juliet turns on the lights and slowly turns to look at the mirror, opening her eyes and seeing, staring back at her own reflection. Nothing, she says. Yo le dije, no era nada, es puro cuento. There's no such thing as Llorona 9. There's no such thing as a Bloody Mary curse. Juliet is having a slumber party at her house with her friends, Christina and Janie. And just for kicks, just for fun, the girls want to see if any of the legends they grew up hearing as kids are for real. And the legend of Bloody Mary of the racer claws, that's the first one that bites the dust. What's next on the list? Asked Juliet, feeling very brave at this point. Llorona 911, says Christina. Don't you dare do that one, says Janie. You do that one, I'll leave. You're such a chicken, says Juliet. It's just a story. And how does it work anyway? How does it work? Says Christina. Well, first you have to dial the number Llorona 911 on the phone. After you've dialed the number, you will hear it ring 5 times. But after the 5th ring, you will hang up the line. And then you wait. You'll get a phone call back 3 minutes later. What's so scary about getting a phone call back? Asked Juliet. What's scary is who's calling you back, you tonta, says Janie. It's La Llorona, the weeping woman that calls you back. Now, all 3 girls knew the legend of La Llorona, the tale of a woman they said went crazy one night during a full moon and drowned her own children in the river. And they say that after the madness had passed, she realized what a horrible thing she had done. She couldn't live with herself. And so she drowned herself in the very same river. But it was said because of the horrible thing she had done, her spirit could not rest, and now walked the earth as a tormented soul looking for her children. It was said that when she could never ever find them, she began to steal other children, claiming them as her own. I'm not scared, says Juliet. Give me that phone. And she gets the phone and she dials LLO. 3 numbers, just like all phones have 3 numbers for the area code. RON, just like all numbers have 3 digits after the area code. A911, 4 digits. All phone numbers, after all, end in 4 digits. And then the phone begins to ring because she has dialed Llorona 911. The phone goes ring, 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 ring. But after the 5th ring, she hangs up. Then she begins the countdown. She goes, okay, 3 minutes, 2.5, 2 minutes, minute and a half, 1 minute to go, 30 seconds, 20, 10, 5 seconds to go, 4, 3, 2. I guess that's one more legend that's gonna bite the dust, says Juliet. But just as she is about to say 1, ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. All 3 girls stare at the phone. Nobody wants to be the one that has to answer it. But Christina says, Juliet, you make the call, you pick it up. Juliet picks up the phone. Hello? Are my children there? Asks a woman at the other end of the line. Are my children there with you? Juliet hangs up the phone. Okay, who did you all get to call back? She is convinced that her friends got somebody to call back to scare her, to play a prank on her. Okay, it was good. You got me. You girls got me good, she says. Don't look at me, says Christina. Don't look at me, says Janie. I don't want to do this. I never wanted to do this. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Juliet picks up the phone again. Hello? Are my children there? Asks the woman. She's crying. She's weeping now. Are my children there with you? Please tell me my children are there with you. I miss, I love, I want my children. Juliet yells, we don't have your children, and hangs up. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. The phone keeps ringing, so Juliet picks it up. What do you want? Juliet is angry now. She's upset. But then the woman at the other end of the line, she's angry too. She's upset too. She says, what do I want? I want my children. I am coming to get my children, she warns. I am coming to get them right now. Juliet hangs up the phone. We have to call the police, yes, Christina. I'm scared, screams Janie. Ring, 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 ring. The phone keeps ringing, so finally, Christina says, don't answer the phone anymore. If we don't answer the phone, maybe she'll go away. So they let the phone ring, and they let it ring, and they let it ring, and they let it ring, but the girls forgot to turn off the answering machine. Beep! Can't come to the phone right now, but leave a message. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Beep! I'm almost there, says the woman through the answering machine. I'm almost at your door. Knock, 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 knock. Someone's knocking at the front door, yells Christina. I'm scared, screams Janie. All 3 girls run and hide behind the sofa and watch as the door begins to unlock itself and slowly creaks open. Standing at the doorway is a pale-skinned woman, an old woman wearing an old faded white dress. She looks up at all 3 girls through bloodshot eyes and asks, do you have my children? We don't have your children, screams Juliet, but the woman yells, wrong, as she enters the house. Wrong, she says, smiling at them through blackened teeth. You are my children. All 3 girls scream as the door swings shut, trapping them in the house with the woman in the faded white dress. And that's Llorona 911. Dun dun!